What's up, Internet? This is Rod from TechGuysSmartBuy.com, and we're here with the LG G4. LG has put a lot of emphasis into the camera in regards to their new 2015 flagship, but we're going to let you know everything else there is to know about it, and also 3 reasons of why you should buy this phone. So definitely the top reason to pick this up is the new display. It retains the same 2K, which is 2560 by 1440 resolution display as in the G3, but this time a little more marketing. It's called the Quantum IPS panel. And it focuses on making colors more accurate. They're just trying to accentuate a little more of the color accuracy. The colors aren't as vibrant as they are on S6 and S6 Edge, but it's still definitely a serious display, and it truly shines when you're watching anything 1080p with a good frame rate or higher. The second reason to pick this up is the new camera. We already talked about camera in our G4 camera test. On the rear you have a 16 megapixel, 1.8 aperture rear sensor. It has improved optical image stabilization, single LED flash, still has laser guided autofocus, and now has a new color spectrum sensor beneath the single LED flash sensor. This is supposed to just make sure you get accurate colors in your photos and videos. In front you have a 2.0 aperture 8 megapixel shooter in the front, which also works just as well and does great for selfies, video chats, or, you know, now that Periscope is on Android, this makes the G4 the perfect device for it. Everything on there is pretty good. The colors are pretty much accurate as the spectrum sensor does what it's supposed to do. You get real sharp images and video at very smooth frame rates. The manual settings on this are godsend. This is pretty much LG doing what no other manufacturer has done thus far, and take true advantage of Lollipop's manual settings for your camera. So you can do a whole bunch of different things and, you know, learn a lot if you're not privy to shooting with anything other than a smartphone or point and shoot. My only big gripe about it is that you can't access the manual settings while shooting video. So you can have it all set up. As soon as you hit that video button, it's recording in auto. And last but not least is definitely the battery. LG wanted to make sure to retain a lot of the things that people love about Android, which is having a removable battery and a big removable battery. Inside of this is a 3000 milliamp battery that can, you know, supports the Qualcomm's quick charge. There is no Qi wireless charging, but that's fine. It's not like it charges ridiculously fast anyway. Light to moderate usage should get you probably close to 48 hours on a single charge. Heavy usage will still warrant you close to maybe 15 to 18 hours, depending on exactly what you do. This thing is a beast in regards to the battery. Yeah, so this is easily the best battery on the 2015 Android flagship thus far. Now part of some of the in-between stuff that's neither good nor bad, just little things that's worth mentioning. Kicking things off is the software. This is probably the one part I didn't go crazy over. LG didn't really take advantage of material design or different things that Lollipop had to offer like the other manufacturers did. It's kind of pretty much the same, which is okay for the most part. Their native Smart Notice is still awesome in my opinion. I mean, it's very subtle little thing. It says, prepare for rain falling in the afternoon. It's already lightly drizzling where I am. Just wish LG took more advantage of the notifications and the quick setting windows, because that's pretty much the same as it was. So, which is fine. You could always throw Google Launcher on it or some other launcher, whatever. Next up, we have the speaker. The speaker is still pretty good. It's this little guy right here, the speaker grill. It's still pretty good, but now you are pretty much the last, LG is now the last company still using a rear firing speaker. Samsung has finally moved theirs to the bottom, which sounds a whole lot better. HTC has been in the front. Nexus been on the front. It still sounds really good, but it's not going to hold a candle to the rest of these guys now. So hopefully with next year's generation, they can move that speaker somewhere else. And lastly, the leather. I didn't luck out and get the leather because this obviously is not leather, but I was able to demo the leather with a few colleagues who had it, and it feels pretty good. It's real leather. It says it's real leather and it actually feels like real leather. It feels really good. Actually, one of my colleagues put it through some crazy rigorous testing. It's a little tattered, but it still looks good and holds up. And if you're picking up a G4, I would recommend you to pick up the leather one. So wrapping things up, we gave the G4 an A+. It focuses on the good things that most people want in a good smartphone. Camera, a display, and and all-day battery life. That's pretty much the basics of everybody's looking for in, you know, something from Android. So LG definitely did that. They refined everything they have with the G3. The G3 was greatly underrated, and I think a lot of people may have missed out. Like, I personally told a few people who did not get the S5 and go for the G3, and they've been happy ever since. So they pretty much took what they have with that and refined it. The camera is awesome, the display is really good, and the battery life is the best out there right now in the market. So at the end of the day, if you're in the market, new Android device to pick up, I don't think you have to look any further than G4. It's not as pretty as the S6, but this will last longer, durability wise and probably battery wise. So that's it, and as usual, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and if you have yet to do so, please subscribe, and take care.